Example number 2. We have the given equation x squared over 25 plus y squared over 36 is equal to 1. So x variable and y variable are in the second degree and it is equal to 1. Definitely we can say that it is an equation of an ellipse. Now the first thing that we need to do is we have to determine the orientation of the ellipse. So take a look at the denominators of our equation. We have the denominators 25 and 36. So the greater value is our a squared. Okay, so ibig sabihin, nandito si b squared kasi 25 is less than 36 plus nandito si a squared because 36 is greater than 25 is equal to 1. Ibig sabihin, that is x squared plus over b squared plus y squared over a squared. In this case, since our a squared is below our y squared, that means the orientation of our ellipse is vertical ellipse. Alright? Again, ulitin ko lang, if a squared is below the y squared or the denominator of our y squared, or the larger value of the denominator is in our y squared, therefore the orientation is vertical. Vertical ellipse. This is now vertical ellipse. Patayo po ang ating magiging ellipse. So, kanina sa ating example number 1, pahiga siya. Ngayon naman, ganito po ang ating magiging graph. Patayo po siya. So, next step is we have to determine the value of A, B, and the value of C. Just like what we did in our example number 1, given us A squared and C b squared. So, our A squared is the larger denominator, which is 36, at ang b squared naman natin is we have 25. So, to determine the value of A and the value of B, we just need to get the square root both sides of the equation. So, square root of A squared is A, and the square root of 36 is 6. Therefore, the value of A is 36. Similarly, if we're going to get the square root of both sides of b squared is equal to 25, the square root of b squared is equal to b, and the square root of 25 is 5. That is, b is equal to 5. Now, let's get the value of c. So, to get the value of c, we have the formula c is equal to the square root of a squared minus b squared. A squared is already given. That's why a squared is 36 and then b squared is 25. So therefore, c is equal to the square root of 11. And what is the square root of 11? Again, we need to get the decimal value of this one. Tama ba na square root of 11 ay square root of 11, 36 minus 25? You may use calculator to get the square root of 11. Okay, so that is 3.32 in 2 decimal places. So, the square root of 11 is approximately 3.32. So, gawin nating 1 decimal, that is 3.3. Para yun na lang ang susundin natin sa plotting of points. Now, we can now proceed to our table of parts of our ellipse. So, tandaan lang natin, i-rewrite natin yung values ni A, ni B, at ni C. Lagay natin dito sa ating taas para hindi natin nakakalimutan. Ang value ni A is 6, value ni B is 5, ang value ni C is 3.3. Okay, ito yung mga gagamitin natin para makomplete natin ang ating table. Let's move on to our first part, which is our foci or yung focus 1 natin at yung focus 2. So, para makuha natin ang foci, tingnan natin yung ating graph or yung figure. I-analyze muna natin. So, pag horizontal, di ba, ang foci natin is nasa x-axis if our center is 0, 0. Now, if it is vertical ellipse, that means ang ating focus ay nasa y-axis. So, ito si F1 and then we have our F2. If we're going to analyze the distance or the length of center to our focus is we have C. And center to F2 is also C. That's why ang magiging coordinates ng ating F1 is 0 and then yung value ng ating positive, negative C. So, 0, bakit 0? Kasi yung X natin is 0. And then, yung ating Y is yung C, yung distance ni center to focus. So, positive, negative, it's positive kasi above the origin siya. So, yung nasa taas ay positive C. 0, positive C. Okay, so 0 positive C and yung nasa baba naman na focus natin, that is 0 negative C because it is below the origin. Okay, so another shortcut is yung kanina na tinuro ko na kung nasaan si A, doon natin ilalagay yung ating value ni C when it comes to foci. Diba ang A natin in the given equation, it is our equation. Generally, ito yung equation natin, standard form of equation. So, ang a squared natin is below y, therefore, ang ating a and we have c, ilalagay natin sa ating y coordinate. Okay po, sa ating y coordinate. That's why we have the formula of foci na 0, positive, negative c kapag vertical ellipse. So, sulat na natin. Ang ating foci ngayon ay 0, positive c which is 3.3 and the other one is 0, the negative c that is negative 3.3. Now, let's move on to our major axis. So, balikan lang natin yung graph para i-analyze natin. So, when we say major axis, yun yung mahabang axis. So, definitely, by looking at the graph, since yan ay vertical, ang magiging major axis natin is vertical. So, it's here ang magiging major axis po natin. So, we have these endpoints. We have, let's name this as point A and we have point B. Again, pag sinabi nating major axis, it is denoted by A. Since A yan, ibig sabihin ito ay A din. Now, by looking at our graph, ang ating magiging coordinates ng point A ay, ano ba yung x natin? Diba? 0 siya. Hindi naman nag-move yung ating x, so 0 ang ating x. Ang y natin is, since distance of center to the vertex is A, magiging positive A kasi above the origin. So, ang coordinates ng ating vertex 2 or point B will be 0, negative A. Okay? Shortcut ulit. Nasaan ba si A squared natin when it comes to our standard equation? Diba ang ating A ay nakay Y, nasa ilalim ni Y, denominator ni Y, ibig sabihin, dun natin ilalagay si positive, negative value of A when it comes to the vertices. Now, let's get the equation of the major axis. Sabi natin kanina, since vertical ellipse, ang ating major axis is also vertical. And when it comes to vertical line, the equation is x is equal to the value of our x coordinate. So, from the vertex A and B, ang ating x coordinate ay 0. Definitely, ang magiging equation ng ating major axis is x is equal to 0. Now, what about the location? Location is at the y-axis. So, ibig sabihin, nasa y-axis ang ating major axis. The length of our major axis is, of course, we have the formula 2a because a plus a is equal to 2a. So, let's substitute the given formula. 2, ang a natin, balikan lang natin ang a is equal to 6. So, 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Ibig sabihin po, ang ating length ng major axis is 12 units. Now, moving on to the vertices, babalikan lang natin yung ating graph kanina. So by analyzing it, we can conclude that vertices can be written through the formula 0, positive, negative value of A. Yan. Yun lang yung sasauluhin nating formula o ang shortcut kung nasaan si A squared, doon natin ilalagay si C at si A. Diba? Ang A squared natin nasa ilalim ni Y, ibig sabihin doon natin ilalagay si positive, negative A. And since ang center natin is 0, 0, ang X natin is 0. Okay, so i-rewrite natin separately, magiging 0, positive 6, at yung isa naman ay 0, negative 6. Now, let's move on to our minor axis. So, kabaliktaran siya ni major axis. Ibig sabihin, kung ang major axis natin ay vertical, ang minor axis natin ay horizontal. That is why our equation is y. So, y is equal. Kasi nga, based on the graph, tingnan natin, ang magiging graph natin ng ating minor axis will be something like this. So, ito po siya, dadaan siya sa center and of course, sa ating x-axis. Ibig sabihin, kung ito si point C, ito si point D, ito ay, ang y natin hindi nagbago. So ibig sabihin, 0 na po siya. And ang ating magiging x is positive b. Sa kabila naman, it is negative b, 0. Now, shortcut again. Shortcut, nasaan ba si b squared natin? Na kay x, diba? So, ibig sabihin, kay x natin, x coordinate natin, ilalagay si b. Kung saan, yun yung ating minor axis or yung co-vertices natin. So, ibig sabihin, ang equation ng ating minor axis is y is equal to 0 kasi hindi naman nag-change yung ating y coordinate. Dumaan lang siya sa 0. Location niya is, since ang major axis natin is nasa y-axis, nasa x-axis naman si minor axis. Ang length natin is 2b. Isasubstitute lang natin. Again, ang b po natin is 5. Therefore, 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Okay? Ang ating length ng minor axis ay 10. So, kita nyo, ang ating major axis is always longer than our minor axis. So, ang co-vertices naman natin is, nasaan ba si b squared? Diba nasa ilalim ni x? So, ilalagay natin si positive, negative b. So, positive 5, 0, and yung isa naman is negative 5, 0. Now, yung x-intercept natin is yung madadaanan ni ellipse, yung point sa x-axis na madadaanan ni ellipse. Ibig sabihin, yun yung ating co-vertices. So, ang ating x-intercept is positive, negative b. Ito yun, si positive, negative 5. Ang ating y-intercept naman is positive, negative 6, because that is our value of y-coordinate where the ellipse passes through the y-axis. So, that is 0, 0, 6, and then 0, negative 6. That's why y-intercept is positive, negative a. Magkabaliktad sila. Kanina, diba, ang ating x-intercept sa horizontal ellipse is positive, negative a. Sa y-intercept, positive, negative b. Nagkabaliktad naman sila ngayon pagdating sa vertical ellipse. Now, let's move on to our directrix. So, ang directrix natin is, it is parallel to our latus rectum or latera recta. So, ibig sabihin, kung i-illustrate natin yan, ang focus natin ay nasa y-axis. That means, our latera recta ay horizontal. Ang magiging equation niya ay y is equal. So, ito yung ating latera recta. Y is equal. Ibig sabihin, ang directrix natin ay somewhere there, outside our ellipse. That means, magiging y po ang ating equation. So, let me correct that in our table. Hindi ko lang nabago. It should be y. y. Kasi kanina sa ating horizontal, x po siya. Okay, so y is equal to positive, negative, the square root of a squared over c. Same formula lang din naman yan. Ang pinagkaiba lang is yung orientation and also the equation. So, let's substitute. Let us substitute the formula or the values. We have now y is equal to positive, negative, a squared. A squared is 36 over c, which is 3.3. So, separate lang natin. Y is equal to, use your calculator para mas mabilis. 36 over 3.3, that is, for a while, 3.3. So, that is 10.99. 909. 10.91. So, that considered as 10.91. The other one is negative. So, that is negative 10.91. Dalawa. Ang ating directrix kasi, we have two latera recta. Let me correct ang plural form ng latus rectum is latera recta. Next is, let's move on to our latus rectum. When we say latus rectum, that is equation is y. So, same with directrix. Kung ang directrix natin is horizontal, ang latus rectum naman ay horizontal din kasi parallel nga po yung dalawa. Now, equation niya is y is equal to positive, negative c. Bakit positive, negative c? Kasi kung titingnan natin yung graph, di ba dadaan siya sa focus? Yung focus natin, ito yung coordinates. Ibig sabihin, yung ating equation ng latus rectum is y is equal to yung madadaanan ni latus rectum na y. Which is yung c natin. So, pag sa taas siya, above the origin, y is equal to c. And then, if nasa baba naman siya, that is y is equal to negative c. That is why the formula in finding the equation of the latera recta is y is equal to positive, negative, the value of c. Ang c natin is, again, c is equal to 3.3. That's why ang ating equation ay y is equal to 3.3 and y is equal to negative 3.3. The direction is horizontal kasi y po ang ating equation. That means horizontal ang ating line. Pag x, vertical. Pag y, horizontal. Length naman, it's still the same formula. 2b squared over a. So, ang b natin ulit is 5. Ang c natin is 6. 2 times b squared, which is 25. Hindi na natin isi-square kasi yung b squared natin is given na 25 over a, which is 6. 25, 2 times 25 over 6, that is 8.33 equals 8.33. Ito yung length ng ating latera recta. Pareho po yan. Okay? So, now, paano natin makukuha yung endpoint? Kagaya nung kanina, you just divide it by 2. So, 8.33 divided by 2, that is 4.165. So, ito ay 4.165. Let us write this in 2 decimal point, 4.17. Ito yung magiging value ng b squared over a natin. Shortcut na po yan. But if you're going to use the formula, that is, we have the first endpoints of the latus rectum is positive, negative b squared. Ang b squared natin is 25 divided by 6, negative c, which is negative 3.3. So, 25 divided by 6, use your calculator, 4.17. It's still the same, diba? Ganun lang, i-divide lang natin by 2 kasi pagdating sa parabola, diba, ang focus to our endpoint of latus rectum is 2a. Kasi 4a is latus rectum. So, i-divide mo lang sa 2 kasi nga equidistant sila. So, that is 4.17, negative 3.3. At yung isa is negative 4.17, negative 3.3. Yung isa namang endpoint is ito naman siya, that is positive negative 25 over 6, then positive C, that is 3.3. So, box lang muna natin itong first endpoint ng latera recta. Ang second endpoints natin, yung other endpoints ay still 4.17, positive na ngayon si C, 3.3, and we have negative 4.17, positive 3.3. Yun yung ating endpoints ng latera recta. So, yun. Ito, box ko lang. Sulat na lang natin LR1. Ito naman si LR2. Latus rectum 1, latus rectum 2. Let's have the last one, which is the eccentricity of the ellipse. So, E is equal to C. Ang C natin is 3.3 over A. A is 6. So, 3.3 divided by 6. 3.3 divided by 6. Use your calculator. That is 0.55. 0.55. Let us now graph the ellipse. So, next, in graphing, we have to use the vertices, the co-vertices, and also the foci. So, ang ating vertices ay ito. At ito po, ang ating vertices at ang ating co-vertices ay this one. Let's first plot vertices. 0, 6. Nandito siya. 0, 6. So, let's use this as our A. 0, 6. And then, point B is our vertex 2. That is 0, negative 6. Kabaliktaran. So, it's B. It's here. 0, negative 6. Pagdating naman sa co-vertices, it's 5, 0. Tama ba? 5, 0. It's here. Let's use different color. So, it's here. It's our point C, 5, 0. And ang ating point D is at the left side. That is D, negative 5, 0. Now, let's connect the co-vertices and the vertices. Gamit tayo ng ibang color. Let's use purple. So, connect lang natin. Hindi triangle, but it's a curve. Oval po siya. So, it's something like this. Ito yung ating magiging graph. It's not an oval. So, if you're going to use Desmos or GeoGebra, it should be an oval. Kapag mali yung graph ninyo, then may mali kayo sa solution. Okay? Ang ating foci is, check muna natin. Ang A daw natin is 6. A is 6, B is 5, and C is 3.3. Okay? Check natin kung tama ba yung mga values natin. So, from A, dapat 6 units siya above and below the origin. So, count natin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6, correct. So, this is also 6. 6 plus 6 is 12 units, major axis. At then, yung ating B naman, it is yung B natin, the minor axis or minor radius, semi-minor axis, it's B. It's B, ang B natin is 5. Is it correct? 5 units to the left and to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's correct. 5 units. Now, paano natin malalaman ang focus? Ang focus natin or foci dapat nasa major axis. So, 3.3 po siya. Count tayo from center to the foci. 3.3. It's 1, 2, 3. It's here. 3.3. So, 1/3 yun, 3.3. It's here. The focus is here. F1. F1. And then, negative, it's here. It is our F2. Ibig sabihin, ang latera recta natin ay, kung idodrawing natin yan, nandito si latera recta. Gamit na lang tayo ng dash line para mas kita yung latera recta. Okay, that's it. That's the graph for our example number 2. Vertical ellipse. Zoom out natin. Pwede i-screenshot. At take note lang yung mga correction natin sa table. Especially dun sa first video.